So today we're working on a 1983 Honda 185S. We had a faulty pull starter, so we already got it pulled off. It's just 4 or 5 8mm bolts. There's a little alligator clip on the shifter where it holds the little shift indicator. Shows that you're in neutral. It's kind of cool to keep that, so don't lose that clip or that little plastic piece. And then out of the top of the puller is a decompression lever. The cable hooks onto here, and this is the cable stop. So I'm going to show you how all that works. So I always recommend working on a porous surface, so any small parts you just lose in a pile of leaves. Anyways, this is what we're working with here. We got a spring that snapped. It's not supposed to look like that. So what we did is bought a little cheapy rebuild kit off eBay. Came with a new spring. Kind of need to play with the end a little bit to get it to hook up onto that cog. But this will go face down in there and grab that little hook. So when we slide it in, well, it did last time. So I'm going to hook it around like that. Let's see if that works. I'm batting 1,000 here. Okay, I think I figured out our issue here. You got to have it just far enough away so that can slide all the way to the bottom of the case. So let's try it now. Slide that in. Now it catches. Now we got the spring. So brand new spring in there. This kit comes with a new cap, new dog legs, I think they call them. These little stupid springs that you always lose every time you pull it apart. Not so much this middle one, but these little hair follicle ones. So we're gonna put all those back together, and once we get this all situated, I'll show you how this decompression system works here, which I just learned today. We just matched up the length of our ropes here, the old one with the new one. I'll get the exact measurement for you here in a second if you're trying to figure it out, but I had an old original, so one thing I like to do is just tape the cut. That way when you cut it, you got a nice end like this. It's not all fraying out. And it's always good to use some original pull cord, because this stuff lasts a lot longer than any rope you're going to put in there. And I think this whole 100-foot spool was like 20 bucks. So here's the part number. Pause the video if you need it. So the rope measured 67 inches. So that's what, 5'7"? So if you're short, about as tall as you. So this dude online was saying that you wrap around twice. Something like that. Like that. And then pull through. And you want to try and slip this back into the handle. Luckily this old Honda handle's not too bad, in good shape. It's missing a little weather cap on top, but what more could you ask for? That one's shot that I got, so this is still an upgrade for me. And then next you want to find where your hole is for your cable, which mine's right here. So you want to line that up with your new rope coming in. So it should look like this once you got it wrapped through. And again, that's why you want to tape that end before you cut it, because it's nice and easy to get through. Same with the knot. Do a double loop around and through. Pull it on through. Shove it in there. There you go. Okay, spring's working. So now what we can do is pull that back out a little bit. Bitch, that's what you don't want to do. Spring just let loose, so we gotta rewind that up. See, now we got a mess again. Starting over. Now that we're going in reverse, get some of your grandpa's white lithium grease. That's from 1902. older it is, the better it is. It's kind of like wine, so put some of that shit in there and recoil that spring back up that just did this. So once you got your spring back in there, right, remember you want to get it just a little bit away from the bottom of the shaft so it can slide all the way down, but still grab that tooth on the bottom of your cog. Then you want to wind up your rope 1 or 2 times. So you got a little bit left to work with. And then what you want to do is on this ring, there's a notch right here. You want to line that up, and that way you can set your spring tension while you got your rope hanging out part of the way. So I'll show you how that works. Alright, so it should be working like that now. Now it recoils by itself. Nice strong tension. That way you won't have a loose rope on the end. Alright, we finally got this thing tightened up. Nice tension. It should pull all this mechanism as well as keep this rope tight on the end here. So now we got to reassemble the center, and it's just a couple of pieces. Alright, that was kind of a handful putting that back together. I'm going to show you on the other one, but this is it back together. And so you want those dog legs to come out and spring back in. That's what these little piece of craps do. And you're definitely going to lose them, so I don't know. Tape them to your forehead or something so you don't lose them. So that's the pole starter kit. I'm going to try and put this thing back together. Never had one apart, so bear with me. So I think I just got this thing, but I forgot to put the boot on there, so now I need to take it all apart again. I'm going to refer you off to this other guy's video. I'm going to link it in the end here on how to do this, because I'm stumbling trying to figure it out myself. Okay, I got it back together. The decompression valve is working, or the cable, so I'm going to try and hook this thing up. And this is the unit it's going back on. This actually has a DG pipe, and it's kind of beat up, but this is probably one of the most fun machines I got. It's just been out of commission for a year because I've been lazy and busy at work. So if we can get this thing started, she'll get a nice wash and a rip today. No carb clean, just pulled the spark plug, shot a little juice in there, pulled the gas right through. Some fresh 90 rec fuel. And this thing's purring like a kitten. Let's take it for a rip.